Welcome to the Bag Hack Digest. Hello beautiful bag lovers, it's Trina and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a vintage reveal to share with you. It's this Louis Vuitton Trotteur crossbody bag in vachetta leather with the monogram print. I actually got this piece a couple of months ago, but I was holding back on sharing it with you because I was waiting on this strap extender. You can see it here, that I procured from a company called Value Belts Plus. I'll link them below. Now I deliberately purchased this little guy in fair condition because A, the price was amazing, and B, I knew I'd be able to fix it up. I'll be dyeing this vachetta of this bag soon on this video, so stay tuned for that. Now, although it's in very worn condition, there's no major damage, no chipping on the canvas, and there's only stains on the vachetta, which is still, like, it's dry, but it's still alive, so to speak. So it's the perfect situation for a dye job, I think. I have to polish up the hardware too, but I will get to all that. What was not disclosed to me on purchase of this item, however, was the extent to which it stank to high heaven. It was so incredibly musty when I got it that I decided to pull out the inside lining and scrub it down. And after it dried, I stuffed it with socks filled with essential oil and baking powder. Left it for a while and it got better, but it still had traces of smelliness. So I decided to employ another trick recommended to me by a friend. She said to take the most perfumed body bath balm you could find, chuck it in here for a while, and lo and behold, you'll be delighted. And it did kind of work. So I have this Lush bath bomb. There's a Lush near where I live, not too far, but it's the Christmas version here. And it's pretty powerful. I can't stay too long in the body shop stores. They give me a headache after a while. Even they say it's natural and all that, but and I love perfume, but I find this stuff is, whew. Anyway, it kind of worked. I don't know if it's truly absorbed the smell or simply disguised it, but either way, I'm no longer upset by the must. So what is this little guy here? Well, it's basically a very small and very simple shoulder bag and crossbody bag if you're not tall. It's about the same dimensions as the Palace Clutch model of handbag that Louis Vuitton currently sells, and it's also comparable to the Eva Clutch or the favorite MM, which are sadly no longer available retail from Louis Vuitton. The base of the model is covered with a thick and relatively strong piece of vachetta, which gives structure to the bag and makes it pretty hard wearing and allows you to set it easily upright on surfaces, which is a big bonus, I think. And the straps are leather, of course, vachetta, and they're permanently attached, making the bag casual and a lot more relaxed than it would if it had chains. It's stamped with Louis Vuitton Paris made in France on the inside pocket, and the date code is inside the pocket, and I believe mine reads AR0090, which indicates that the bag was created in 2000, which is, 20 years ago. So it's officially vintage according to some sources. I read somewhere that it needs to be 20 years old or more to be considered vintage. I certainly hope that doesn't apply to people. That would be making me extremely antique. I'm a lover of small body bags, so this little item here is right up my alley. But of course the straps are too short for my proportions, which is why I ordered this extender. Without the extender, the bottom of the bag hits right above my belly button, which I don't think is the most flattering look. But with it, it's great. Now, of course, if I use it without the extender on my bicycle, for example, it hits, right below my boob, over my belly button, and that makes it great for cycling because then it can just sort of dangle in front of me, and indeed, I've used it that way. It's perfect for little outings and errands. Now, the strap extender I bought is really cheap, both in price and craftsmanship. It lacks all the finishings of the Louis Vuitton strap. I forget the technical term for this form of leather. It's also vachetta, but very thin. There's only one finished side. The underside is raw. And unlike the original, it doesn't have any stitching on the seams. Instead, they created this look of seams by stamping the outside edges or pressing them. If you know anything about leather, do comment below, because there's a name for this kind of thing versus this kind of thing. Anyway, this little piece is all I need for my purposes, and it adds up to another 12 inches of length. In fact, it's more than I need. I'll put it, a few extra holes loose here, so that's great if I need to make it even longer over a big coat or something. And it has the same hole spacing, which is perfect. I think I only paid $12 for this or so. Of course, I plan to dye this too. The bag features a top zip closure, and the space opens up to a wider base, so you can carry quite a lot, and it's quite secure, great for traveling. So let's set this baby down and see what it can potentially fit into it. I always carry the same stuff, however, so for those of you who watch my videos, thanks very much by the way, there probably won't be anything new for you to see. But anyway, let's get to that. Okay, let's see what this little bag holds. I've got it packed quite full right now. I have my prescription sunglasses in here. It's a pretty small case, unassuming, but it does have this flappy thing here which does get in the way, but I love these glasses. Then I have currently a tennis elbow which has not gone away, and this reduces the pain somewhat, so I'm keeping this with me recently. I have a buxom lip balm in the color Gabby, wonderful stuff. I have a pen given to me by a colleague, love this one, from Pilot. I have a perfume refill thingy. This is by the fireplace. I think it's getting low. Well, not too bad. A little bit left. Half left, actually. What am I complaining about? There you go. I have a couple of mini pochettes in here. This one is just my regular card case that I carry all my major and only cards that I need. And this one is basically my electronic doodads case. So very convenient. Got that in there. And last is this little guy that I always carry, my mini pochette. And if you don't want one of these, you can use your wallet and just put your little things on the side, and then you could probably squish even more into the bag, such as, for example, an umbrella. If you have a mini umbrella, I think that will fit in here. And of course, in the little side pocket, you could fit some cards or cash that you need quick access to but want some security with. So it's pretty good. Okay, so there you go, guys. I really enjoy the look of this particular model. It's very simple, very streamlined. It's not the type of bag that's going to look dated as long as it doesn't look so old, and that's another reason to dye the vachetta. It keeps it fresh and looking good. Yes, a dye job will keep the bag current, particularly if you only are 5'5" or less. This will make a great little crossbody bag. I can't wait to wet my paintbrushes to get onto this thing. Stay tuned. You can find a lot of them on the pre-loved market, typically between 500 or 600 and about $1,000 US, but I got mine for much less because I love the hunt for low prices. I love to get good value. So that's all for today, my lovelies. I might not get to finishing dyeing this in upcoming weeks, but I will get it done and I will film it for you. If you like this and my other videos, kindly click the button, the like button, and the notification bell, and smash that subscribe button if you have not already. Alors, je vais finir ici. Hasta luego, muchachas. Bag Hag, signing out. Mwah.